So that's one of the sheep herding dogs coming up. Some of these people say can be vicious and all that. I was just feeding him some doggy bones. You liked those, didn't you? There's another sheep herding dog. He's a little less friendly. And then you can see the sheep here, and they herd the sheep. So they're all coming through. Okay, I'm in the Kaibab National Forest. So, you know, okay, and I put out water also for them. I was giving them doggy bones just so they don't attack me, because they're guard dogs. They can be just as mean as a German Shepherd. So they're drinking out of my water container. I've been giving them doggy bones. So they're friendly to me, but I'm going real slow with them. I wouldn't do this normally. I know people have been attacked by mastics and different types of guard dogs. Okay, so they protect the herd. They'll go after a wolf. I mean, they'll attack a wolf. If if it goes after any of these sheep up here, I don't know if you can see them all. They're all coming through, and the dogs. They lead them through the forest. This is the Kaibab National Forest, and so a herd is coming through, and this herd is a couple thousand at least. I mean, it goes for a quarter of a mile. It goes all the way down the valley here. See, there's a black sheep right there. See, they're all grazing. There's a few black sheep, not many, but there's a few. All of a sudden you'll get that totally black sheep, So anyway, these are the two dogs that are herding. And he's over now smelling where I pee. Oh, now he's peeing on top of my pee. Yeah. Now he's burying. Yeah, so anyway, he found my tree where I pee a lot. And they're really you're out in the middle of nowhere, you got to be careful. Some of them can be very mean. I know somebody that got attacked, and he ran back to his vehicle and jumped on his truck. So anyway, this area is free dispersed camping. Let me go inside. Everyone's very spread out. Everyone's giving each other room. I would say 100 yards, at least 100 to 200 yards apart. It's really nice out here. Okay, here comes way down there another part of the herd. They'll all meet up at some point. I see another black one down there. But unfortunately, I'm doing this on a smartphone, so I don't get great close-ups. But all up here, all along the ridge line on this high hill here, they're all coming through right now, part of the herd. And I'm getting really good reception. I didn't mention this, but over this way, okay, that high hill right there, there's antenna towers up there. So with Verizon, I'm getting excellent service because that's less than 2 miles away. It's the high point, and I have sight. When you can see a tower, you're going to get unbelievable reception. I was getting over 20 megabytes upload speeds, 20 megabytes a second, which if you're doing YouTube videos like me, boy, that's nice. I can do uploads up, at 5 megabytes. But it might take a half an hour. But when you get 20, 25 megabytes per second, it just takes minutes, less than 10 minutes. So anyway, let me show you a little more. There's one of my signs on the outside. I have a camera system, so I made this. I had one from Harbor Freight, and it ripped off and it got broken and everything. So that's my cardboard example of my camera. They're mentioning to people, I got cameras all over this top of this trailer, and they come on automatically. They send a buzzer sound inside. You can hear them out there. They actually wake me up. They come through at like 5 in the morning, making that, you know, whatever, you know. Yeah, but it doesn't bother me. It's a nice sound, and I fall right back to sleep after the herd goes through. But almost 5:30, like these two guard dogs bring them through. This is like the first time in a while where they brought them through during the day. They only did this once before, so that's why I wanted to get this video. Okay, let me just tell you a little more. Okay. Kaibab is broken up in the state of Arizona in a lot of places, the National Forest, and they allow 2 weeks of free dispersed camping. There's no hookups, no electric. You gotta, you know, if you come out here, you're gonna have to be prepared. You're gonna have to bring your water. You're gonna have to deal with your garbage in a proper manner after you leave on your camping trip. Or one of my recommendations. A lot of people have never really even talked about this, but they wonder where am I going to get water, where am I going to throw my garbage and stuff while I'm dispersed camping. Two good questions. Okay, water. There's a lot of water dispensaries in front of stores where you can fill up your 5-gallon jugs. I don't recommend paying the highway robbery in a supermarket. That's crazy prices. The average price in Arizona is 20 cents a gallon or $1 to fill up a 5-gallon jug. Okay, some of the places is up to $1.75 for 5 gallons, and it's good, clean, desalinated water, purified, carbon filtered, and all that kind of stuff. That's what I recommend, going to those kind of places versus going into a supermarket and paying for water is nuts. Okay, this is the dispersed camping area where I'm at right now. I did another video, showed parts of this. And this is Williams, okay? All this gray area is the Kaibab National Forest, south of Williams. It goes up on the northern side of Williams. Excuse me. I just bought some fresh shrimp. I haven't had in a while. I had too many, I think. Okay, now when you look on these maps, I mentioned, okay, when you see these all these different roads, you want to get this road use map for each national forest. They give them to you for free if you go to the headquarters. If you're in Williams, you go down 6th Street to the south of town, and it dead ends right at the Kaibab National Forest headquarters. They'll give you a free map, one of these. And then, you know, I've highlighted where you can camp. All these are roads, Forest Service roads, all of these. There's hundreds of them out here. You can only disperse camp where they show the dots on each side of the road. There's only dots on one side of the road, it means you can only camp on that side of the road. Dots on both sides, you can camp on both sides. You know, one side keeps going, this one ends. You can't camp on this side of the road past that point. Okay? Okay, and it goes into that on the legend, on the map and stuff. Now, one of the areas I'm camping, which I really like, I've camped down here, 108, south of Williams, like I say, and you'll see a sign, Coleman Lake. And it's, the main road that comes down from Williams is 73. In town, you're going to look for 4th Street. 2 streets down is 6th Street. That takes you to the headquarters in town. Soon as you go south on 4th Street, you get out into the country. You're going to see Route 73, and also it's called Perkinsville Road, and that just heads south through the forest. Okay, I camped last year at Coleman. I hated the place. The campsites, a lot of them were near the road, and they have no speed limit there. And they were allowing the ATV guys to come in big gangs and literally do 50 miles an hour right past your campsite on a dirt road and kicking up all the dirt and everything. This was total chaos. I made 2 complaints when I was there last year. I said, this is BS. They're stopping 10 feet behind my trailer and their ATVs revving them up, and it was mostly kids doing that. Grown-ups are usually more considerate. So I called up the headquarters twice, this headquarters here. And they sent rangers down. I showed them my phone footage. But anyway, okay, when you get down here, okay, here's what place I'm at now. It's called Dogtown Lake. You'll see off of 73 when you head south of Williams, about 4 miles down. And it's also Forest Service 140. Forest Service Road 140. You're going to come down a half a mile or so past this area. Is just a grassy field, and the sheep sometimes are in here. They're dispersed. They're dispersed camping also. They got a little water pond there that they get their water from and stuff. Okay, you go down about, I'm going to say, a quarter mile, and then your first road coming down here, that's where the free dispersed camping starts, and you just continue on 140. I'm going to say a half a mile to 3/4 of a mile. Okay, look, here come. Here's the other part of the herd. They're coming through my campsite right now. The one guy, I guess he heard me. He stopped. Yeah, he just... I can do cow calls. I can't do the herds of sheep. So they're all coming through this other herd. They're changing direction, so to speak. And they're all curious. Why are they in here? Because there's not that much grass here. There's a black sheep right there. There's two there, and there's another one over here. There's a black sheep. They're pretty, real pretty. I mean, I'd love to have one for a pet. Look at how close they got. They're like, I'm not exaggerating, they're 10 feet from my camp, from my camper here. And I was going to tell you more about the lake down the road. Okay. Oh, see, they changed direction. So they're all out here now in my backyard, grazing again. They decided to turn around, and wow, look, there's a couple of thousand of them out there. They're all coming back. They're all coming back. Well, that's got to be a little one. Now I whistle, they'll actually get curious if I start whistling. They'll start wondering what's going on. They might have spooked them a little bit. But, so they're all around. Yeah, just trying to find some nice fresh green grass. There's been a lot of rain, so the fire restrictions were dropped here. But anyway, let me get back to, let me turn in Dogtown Road. Okay, if you go down 2 miles, let's see, okay, there's a campground. Believe it or not, there's actually, I think it's a private campground, but it's run through the Forest Service, called Dogtown Lake. They got boat ramps there. I think they allow electric motors, but not gas. But I'm not sure. But their rates are pretty high. Like I'm 2 miles away, and I'm not paying anything. I'm free dispersed camping. Here, let's see, $26 a day. If it's got 1 table, $40 a day if it has 2 tables. And they have both reservation and non-reservation. Okay, let's see, I know I put that somewhere. Okay, yeah, they got 34. Oh, I gotta zoom out here. That's why I'm having a problem. Okay, Dogtown Campground. That's a campground. Okay, 34 reservation sites, so you can get a reservation online through, I guess, the National Forest Service. And 20 are first come, first served. And because it's only 2 miles down from when you turn off of 73, or it's actually 3 miles down. If you can't find a first come site, you just drive 2 miles back into the area where I'm at, which I think is 10 times nicer because you get to see the sheep and talk and whistle to them and see the sheep herding dogs. If you're nice to them, you feed them, give them water like I do. I leave water out for them. You know, they might be nice to you. I don't know. You got to be good with animals, especially dogs. If they sense fear, dogs, I don't care what type of, especially guard dogs, you're going to have a bad time. They're going to sense that, and they're going to, I don't know how bad that it can get. So I would say just avoid the guard dogs. I guess I gave a bad example here. Okay. Well, anyway, this is Eagle Air signing out.